part of the things that Iowa needs? Kirk doesn't sound convinced, but here it is.
I listened a little bit to the questions that were asked of Kirk, and both Kirk and I are on the same page, and that is, what's best for Iowa, and we know what's going on around the country. We keep an eye on that. I think that it is getting a little out of control. We've had kind of national discussions about where does it begin and where does it end. I feel great about the staff we have right now, and fortunately, his goal isn't to have the most staff. It's to have the best staff, and so far, so good. And the analytics, I would argue that that's a fancy name for something that maybe we've been doing for a long time.
Right.
We just decided to make it more official.
Have you had any more discussions with Kirk, or any discussions with Kirk about the contract?
Yeah, it's been ongoing. No new news, no earth-breaking news, other than Kirk's. I've said it many, many times. He's one of the best coaches in America. He's the best coach for Iowa, and at some point, the goal is, I think, for him and for me, is for this to be his last contract, his retirement contract. So we just continue to have great conversations.
How do you do that? How do you negotiate a contract extension?
How do you do it?
Yes.
Like any negotiation, you try to find the win-win. Whether it's a contract with one of our partners, Nike, Learfield, or it's an individual, you just sit down and say, what are your goals? What are our goals? And let's find something that works for both of us. And I know that's boilerplate, but that's the reality of what it is. And you have to have enough trust. And fortunately, Kirk and I have a lot of trust so that we can have those discussions and just keep working toward a solution. The advantage in this case, we know each other well. He knows the University of Iowa. I know him. And we have a great contract right now. We're just trying to continue to look into the future.
Why do these things seem to take a lot of time and multiple discussions?
Just want to get it right.
Do you expect anything before the season starts in the announcement?
I don't have a timeline. When it's done, my guess is you all will be not the first to know, but shortly thereafter.
When retirement contract, does that mean you want the extent of it to go to a certain date before you guys agree on it?
I don't think you're going to be surprised, because I've said it so many times. In a perfect world, my desire, and I think Kirk would also concur, is to have him finish his career at Iowa. That's the goal.
How do you negotiate a contract knowing that that's probably the end result, retirement?
Well, it's a lot easier after you have 17 years of data analytics. He's proven that he loves Iowa. He's proven he can win at Iowa. What I love about his well-roundedness, win, graduate, do it right. He's done all those things. So you just keep going back and forth until you get something that both sides are comfortable.
Are you guys? Is it safe to say it's beyond a rollover, beyond just a one-year thing?
Yes.
Okay.
They said last year.